The reason for it is the increased damage when performing a brink dodge for 15 seconds by 10%, and it also increases the damage by 5% when brink dodging to a max of 5 stacks. So if you perfect dodge enemy attacks 5 times in a row, you get 35% in total more damage. And of course, if you get hit, the stacks will be removed. So ideally, of course, you don't want to get hit, although it happens. But even if you get hit, the build is so strong, it deals so much damage that of course, it's better to not get hit, but it doesn't matter that much. All right. What I also want to go over is I also recommend always using the lightning enhancer, because it's the lightning debuff causes enemies to gain more stamina damage, which again, this is the bread and butter of the spear, is dealing stamina damage, breaking the stance, and dealing huge amounts of damage. So let's go over the skill tree. I will not go over everything, because I assume that if you are watching this video and it's a guide for New Game Plus Plus, so that you already know the most important things. I will first go over the commentary. I would recommend maxing out the resources and the counterattack first, because you will need a lot of fury for this build, because you want to constantly spam trance into swift attack, and this just helps a lot with your resource management, so you want to max it out as soon as possible. After that, I recommend maxing out the counterattack tree in the commentary, because it just increases the timing window, and you also recover fury and deal damage when counterattacking, and it makes it just more easier to counter attack this huge enemy attacks that are this red outline attack that is coming. It's just way easier to parry it that way, and that also then restores all our stamina and gives us fury, which we will need to spam trance. The rest of it, I mean, brutal attack is the next thing I would max out. Reflection, I don't really use that much. I know that there are people out there that are really good at reflecting enemy attacks. I didn't get used to it, but it's not that it's really needed, because we want to be dodging most of the time anyway to gain the damage buff that we spoke about earlier. So Javelin, I mean, I have mastery level 126, so at this point I can just put points into whatever, more or less, because there are so many points that it doesn't really matter that much. Phantom Form we don't use, it's just that this feature is pretty good. So it's like a safety net when you get a death hit. So if you would normally die, this gives you like a second chance, you could say. This is a good skill I would recommend, but the rest, I mean, we are not really attacking in Phantom Form, so it doesn't really matter that much. So let's go to the important part, to the spear. On swift attack, you want to have everything maxed out, because Moonlight is the way to go. You will be at Moonlight all the time, especially when combining it with trance, because as you can see, or I'm not sure if you can see, but after using trance and into swift attack, it will refresh the duration of Moonlight. So it synergizes very well, and that is the reason also why trance is so valuable. The reason why this set is the strongest set for spear is this skill particularly, and the boost to trance damage also. But this skill is really good, because after performing trance, when pressing the swift attack button on my PlayStation, it's square, you deal a piercing attack and you get behind the enemy. And as you saw earlier, we deal lots of damage when behind the enemy and more stamina damage when behind the enemy. So what you want to do is swift attack, trance, get behind the enemy, attack, swift attack, trance, get in front of the enemy, and continuously cycle this skill. For the rest, I mean, all these passive buffs are really good. For example, this one, you gain more fury when the enemy is exhausted. Or this, the stamina cost of attacks are temporarily decreased each time an enemy is exhausted, also good. Shadow reversal, we will not use that much because we are basically never pressing triangle because we are always swift attacking with square. Even though you could use it because then you will get behind the enemy, so sometimes it can have its uses, but it's not like we use it all the time. Potent blow as well. We don't really use that much. This one is a very good skill. I would recommend you to skill because you gain more fury from attacks, and trance just drains your fury because you're continuously spending fury. Let me see. Yeah, this, I mean, after brink dodging, you do a quick slash. This is also good. This is while sprinting or dodging, it's also not bad, but not essential. This is very important because you decrease its stamina cost of dodging, which is very good. This also I would recommend to max out these 3 points. And then lastly, Phantom Heatwave is a very good defensive skill that automatically parries enemies' attacks, which I would recommend you to put. I mean, I'm not using it all the time, but when you use it, you gain an attack buff, and you also increase your current buffs, your duration of your current buffs, and you can also re-trigger it. So you can not only block 1 attack or 2 attacks, like you can press it again and then block even more attacks if you wish to. So that's a very good defensive skill. I mean, you could also go for Shadow Strike, but with Shadow Strike, it will catapult you behind the enemy, so it would also have a good energy, but you will need to be more proficient with the timing, because if you mess it up, you will get just hit in the face. And this, I just found this to be, for me, more defensive and more consistent, and it also provides an attack buff. But this build is not really about being on the back foot. It's all about aggressive gameplay and absolutely destroying the enemy. So I don't even use defensive skills that much. This Eagle Wind I would recommend you to have as well, not when fighting bosses, but when clearing groups of enemies, because it slices. It's a wind strike that slices through the enemies, and it's very good when dealing with groups of enemies that don't have a big health pool, because you just one-shot them, and it's good against spiders or against the zombie-like enemies and stuff. And yeah, so I think that sums it up for the skill tree and for the gear as well as for the stats. And first I will get into the training grounds to show you the combo that you do, and then we will practice on our good friend Ozma. So let me just first show you the combo. Not that difficult, it's very intuitive as well. So what you want to do is you enter the boss room, you put lightning enhancer on the weapon, and then you are good to go. And then, as I said earlier, you just swift attack into trance, swift attack into trance, swift attack into trance. And as you can see, the damage is pretty nutty. So I will not show you too much with the dummy, and we'll get straight into action, because I think that's the part that interests you guys the most, probably. And yeah, so let's go beat this guy up. So we want to quickly sit on the Nexus so that we gain maximum fury. Then right before the boss fights I will pop a chaos resistant elixir. I will not summon this, just to show you how strong this is. I will do it solo. So I pop the chaos resistant elixir and I get the lightning enhancer ready, and now let's go. So pop the lightning enhancer and let's go. And as you can see, you can just cycle through it and it just absolutely destroys me. And this is not easy mode, by the way. I can show you after the fight. This is New Game Plus Plus. Oops. New Game Plus Plus normal mode. So I don't know how long we took to get into the second phase, something around a few seconds. So, as you can see, this build absolutely bonkers, and you absolutely destroy everything in this game. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. And let me just show you that I'm not kidding with you. This is New Game Plus Plus and normal settings. So let me just check. Where do I see this again? It's where do I see this again? Accessibility difficulty normal, as you can see, and it's New Game Plus Plus. And for this I can show you, I cannot go into New Game Plus anymore. As you see, I cannot go into New Game Plus, even though I've beaten the end boss. So this is New Game Plus Plus with normal difficulty. I really hope you guys liked the video, and let me know if you want to see another video of me, because I also have a dual wield build that is just as strong, but for certain bosses not as strong as this one in my opinion. But for Ozma, it also destroys Ozma in seconds. And also let me know if you want to see a farm guide, because as you saw, I'm level 350, and if you want to know how to reach level 350 quickly and how to get tons of lacrima and gold so that you can roll the attributes to your wishes and how you like it, let me know. Anyhow, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, if you have any questions, and yeah, leave a thumbs up. And if you want to, you can also subscribe to me. Maybe I will drop some new videos in the future. And yeah, stay tuned. Bye bye.